Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are all doing well. You would have already seen the results of this video in the thumbnail. I am head over heels. This is a continuation from the last video using epoxy resin and the cling film technique, and I am obsessed. And I hope you enjoy this one, and let's go. So I'm going to be using the same chameleon powder from Resin Supplies. I will link her Instagram, her Facebook down below. They are beautiful. And the mould I'm using is this heart pendant mould. Now this will be linked in my Amazon store down below. I've had this mould a couple of years now and it is absolutely perfect. I've got a few of them, I'm not going to lie. I'm using Glass Cast 3 again. This is designed for shallow pores, and because this heart mould is pretty shallow, I just feel like, again, it's going to be perfect for what I need it to do. And yeah, here we go. So here I am just mixing up some resin. I really didn't make much because these hearts don't take much. But what I am going to do is pour quite a lot in the hearts. If you saw the previous video with the tray, I really did pour quite a shallow pour and I kind of regret it. I wish I went deeper. It would have allowed me to get a much more deep textured fabricy look. Is fabricy a word? It is today. So there's no rhyme or reason as to why I'm just filling up random hearts. I don't fill up the whole mould, so I just pour the resin into a few of the hearts. And then I'm going to go in with my heat tool and give each of those hearts a quick blast of heat just to get rid of any air bubbles. Now, I have left my resin sitting for about 10 minutes, and sometimes that does do the job as well. If you want any tips on getting rid of air bubbles, just let your resin sit for a while, not too long, because you do not want it to go exothermic, but there you go. Now, the cling film. Having learned from my previous video, I am now going to do things a slightly different way. So here you just see me grappling cling film. Oh, it does exactly what it says on the tin. It just clings to you. So I'm going real gently over the top of these hearts. Now these hearts have only got probably 1 or 2 mil left before they're full up. I figured I wanted it deeper. So I'm just touching it gently with my finger and my thumb, and then look what I'm doing. I'm just poking. I'm not scrunching, I'm not pinching, I'm not bringing the cling film together in those tight channels where the cling film was getting stuck in my previous video. I am just denting it real gently, and that is it. That is all I'm going to do, and I am telling you the results. I keep saying this, but I know you've already seen the thumbnail, so I'm doing exactly the same on the next one. It's just working across, trying to ensure as much as possible that you don't get any air bubbles trapped underneath there. And that's what my biggest worry was getting those air bubbles trapped. Now I do have a few here, so I kind of pull the cling film back and try and push them out myself. I'm pretty sure I was successful. There might have been 1 or 2 air bubbles in the final products, but you'd have to look really, really hard to see them. And once I'd done that, I just left it, and here are the results. A couple of little pokes. That was all. I'm not pinching it, I'm not pulling the material together, and yeah, worked a dream. Now, I've already removed the cling film on 3 of these purely to save time, but here is how I remove them. I'm actually still conscious of breaking the seal between the resin and the silicone. You don't want to do that. So I'm kind of holding the heart down at the same time as pulling the cling film away. Now, it's just sod's law because the other 3 came away real easy, but these 2 now I'm having an issue with. And it's just typical because I press record on the last 2 that I'm actually having issues with them. I did get a couple of cling film areas where the cling film kind of got stuck in creases, even though I didn't feel like I'd created many creases because instead of pinching the cling film, I just poked the cling film. But yeah, it just makes life easier if you don't have those creases. However, I have got my tweezers to hand, so you will see me in a minute going in with my tweezers and just removing any stuck cling film. I have to say though, it doesn't take away from the piece. The reason you want your cling film off is because, well, cling film doesn't stick to resin. Ideally, it doesn't. It kind of comes away. So if you've still got cling film left in your piece, then the top layer of resin won't stick to the bottom layer, if that makes sense. But luckily here I got the majority of the cling film away, and you can see how fiddly it is. And I can't even believe the first 3 just came away as easy as they did. This is making me look like a liar, but hey. If I can show you all of the stages that I have gone through as well to get these results, and that is what it's all about, just showing you that it doesn't come away as easily. But it's definitely something to look into, whether I need a better quality cling film, a brand for example, maybe a branded one. But here is what they look like, and I already know at this point, and you'll be able to see it yourselves, I already know at this point, this is the fabric look that I was going for in the first video. I can already see by the patterns that have been left, by the creases that have been left, that these are going to be a wow. If, of course, I do the back right and if everything else goes to plan, then these should be a wow. I decided of all of the mica powders that I actually purchased from Helen, I would try as many different ones as possible. I've only made 5 hearts, so I just grabbed a bag and tried it. And here you see me, look at this huge chunk of cling film that hadn't come away, and I just wasn't even aware. But like I said in the first video, when you're brushing your powder on, I am using chameleon powders, but when you're brushing your powder on, that is when you can really see it. That's when you can really feel it. It makes a noise, the brush will flap against it, so it kind of helps you. Have your tweezers ready to pull any excess powders out, any excess cling film, should I say. But these colours so far, I'm loving them. I am a bit reckless. I am a bit reckless with my powders. I do kind of let it get everywhere a little bit, but it's one of those fiddly jobs. But I love it. I absolutely love it. Helen has actually sent me some new things as well to try and show you guys, so that's exciting for future videos. Now, again, similar to video number 1, I don't know what is going on with my camera skills. I lost the footage of me pouring the black, but check this out. I'm just going to take a moment. Unbelievable. Now, I should have left the original audio in, but sometimes it's just easier for me to voice over. I was honestly high. I was high. I was staring at it like, wow. It just is the results I was looking for. It's that crushed silk. Stunning. Absolutely stunning. I cannot get over them at this point. Now, you do see that I poured black, but the black ended up pouring out and over the tops, and I was okay with that because I know this mould, I can cut it off after. This one was like something out of a chocolate advert. It was just so luxurious and sumptuous. But this one, the gold green colour, hands down my absolute favourite. I let out a little squeal when I demolded this, and even the top one. This top one's very Halloween, very goth, and I even loved that. I mean, I love them all, that's the problem. This is the issue, but this one here, hands down my favourite, followed closely by the purpley pink colour. I'm just head over heels in love with these. I'm head over heels in love with this technique. I want to keep going. I want to try more. Let me know if you want to see more, because it only takes one person to say they want to see more, and I'm on it, guys. I will make a whole video because one person asks me to. I am now thinking I want to try coasters. Haven't done that yet, but look at these. They are a world away from the results I got with the first pour for 2 reasons. The first reason being the resin was deeper. It was deeper, and I think that's key because it allows you to then get your hands in and grab more cling film. And the second reason is that I didn't pinch the cling film like I did in video 1. I didn't create super narrow, thin channels in which the cling film could not come out of. These were just poked and prodded, and the results, oh God, the results just speak for themselves. They are rich, they are luxurious, and I definitely got that fabric swag effect that I was looking for. the effect that Wanda got in her videos that I really wanted. But yeah, let me know your thoughts at this time. Let me know your thoughts right now if you're still here after a whole 10 minutes. Thank you so much. This gold, hands down my absolute favourite colour. Helen, thank you so much for these. I know I bought these powders, but Helen has actually sent me some more items to try as well for my Halloween videos, and I cannot wait to try them. Let me know which colour is your favourite in this video. Which one would you go for? Even like the black one, the gothic looking one, this one here, it's just stunning. It's got hints of green, hints of blue, hints of black, purple. I can see it all in there, and that is where the beauty of the chameleon comes from. So obviously these are a little bit rough around the edges. I do have to trim them down some more, give them a light sand. What I'm going to do with them, I don't know. Any thoughts would be helpful. But don't forget, I'm going to link everything in the description box down below. Always read the description box. I've got this mould linked, and I've also got Helen's resin detra supplies linked as well. So if you are interested in these chameleon powders, then do go over and check her out and tell her I sent you. And yeah, that's it from me. I've loved this so much. I want to carry on. This one's got my heart. It has got my heart without a doubt. I hope you've loved this so much, and I hope I've helped you if you are thinking of trying this technique. It's a tricky one, but you know, when I see results like this, oh my gosh, it is worth every painstaking second. But yeah, I've absolutely loved it. So thanks again, and yeah, I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.